Good morning, family. For the last 3 days, I have had a chance to train a team from one of the leading circles in the agricultural sector in Kenya, and we have been speaking about ethical leadership, inclusive and ethical leadership. And as we are coming to a conclusion, what came into my mind is what are some of the highlights of a great leader? Then, incidentally, yesterday in one of the groups that I belong to, we ought to have had a late evening meeting, but the convener and the one who was supposed to remind us forgot. And I was encouraging her late in the night at around 11 that a great leader makes mistakes, but the most important thing is to show responsibility and own up to the mistake. No great leader exists without having made mistakes. And I remember listening to General Colin Powell, one of the chief of general staffs in the United States, America Army, and later on he vied as a presidential candidate. And he said when he was in military proper, he would appreciate a soldier who took risk, or a commander or a platoon commander who took risk and went to the battle with his team, as opposed to people who just sat down and crafted strategies that they never implemented. So leadership is not about followers. Leadership is not about likes that you get on your social media platform. Leadership is not how many downloads you have. Leadership is not a popularity contest. It is not fitting in. So leadership is a willingness to go to the wilderness, even when you do not know what is going to happen. Sometimes you may not have the technical competence, but you are willing to give it a trial. Go into the wilderness. Secondly, leadership is about building trust. The people who you are leading having trust in you. The same General Colin Powell said when he was graduating from the military academy, his commander told him, Lieutenant, leadership is about showing your platoon the direction, even when you don't know. And he was told, even when you are tired, you are hungry, you are cold, you are afraid, you do not show your platoon members you are cold, you are hungry, you are fearful. You tell them, let's try and see what is around the corner. And from there, you get. So, leadership is about gaining trust from the people you are leading. Leadership is also the ability to help them to overcome their fears. Because people come with fears of all manner. Some of them are family nature, others could be probably from their previous failure experiences. Some of them could be prejudices. So you have to help your team to overcome prejudices and also help them to overcome any fear they may have along the way. Leadership is not about excuses. Leadership is to get it done anyway. Go in, put your 110%, even when you are not sure, but get it done. So leadership is also leading by example, being with the troops in the dumps, being with the troops in the front line. If you remember the president of Ukraine, Zelensky, when war broke out between Ukraine and Russia, he had been given, in the first week, he had been given an option by some Western countries to leave the country. They had told him, we are going to provide you with an aircraft. You and your family, you leave and you go and you rest in the Western countries and you leave your country. And he said, no, I'm going to die with my people here. So leadership is about not having excuses and getting it done. Leadership is also about demonstrating capability for growth. People like to be associated with growth. Growth sometimes does not come in leaps and bounds. It comes in inches, it comes in grams, it comes in millimeters. But you are showing capability for growth. Leadership is also about supplementing your weaknesses, appreciating there are areas that you are not good and you require people to come in. So you identify a team or people who can be able to step in and be able to help you overcome. So it's about understanding where are my areas of improvement. And finally, leadership is about emotional intelligence. It's about self awareness. What are my strengths? What are my weaknesses? What are my opportunities? What are the threats we are having? It's about self regulation. You show by example. You are there when you say you are going to be there. You do what you say you are going to do for your team. It is about empathy, showing a team you care about them. You are concerned about their welfare. And it's also about motivation. That one, you have self motivation, and also two, you are also motivating your team. So go out there and lead. And remember just to hit the subscription button and notification button. Anytime we update something worthwhile, you are the first one to consume it. God bless.